Wow, very scary. Fear factor 10 out of 10.
On day 4 of our Tour de Mont Blanc trek, we decided to take the technical route from Refuge Robert Blanc. But with rain, fog, and slippery rocks, it quickly turned out into the most terrifying section of our entire TMB trek. At one point, I was hanging off a wet rock wall, completely exposed, wondering if I could even make the next move.
This is a very long path of chain and rope. I hope this is the last one. Morning. We are at Robert Blanc. Today is the day we head over to Italy, but look at the weather. Rainy, foggy, and very bad visibility.
And we were planning to take the technical route from Robert Blanc to rejoin the main TMB route at Col de la Seigne.
But the weather, I'm not so sure. Okay, departing in the rain. Same, follow the double yellow line out to Col de Seigne. Guess what? The next yellow sign is there. The next yellow sign is there. This means we have to cross this water body. Another river crossing, but because of the rain now the water is very strong. The next marking is there. I don't know how to cross lah. Mr. G is thinking of a way. So the thing followed the yellow marker. We found the yellow marker going uphill, and it brought us to this, which is more crossable. Yeah. Okay, going down. Got some rope here, and then we have to cross the bridge. Yeah, some rope section now. Okay, marking here. Step. Metal step. Chain. Not a single view today. Sun is coming out already. Okay, chain rope section again. This is a very long path of chain and rope. I hope this is the last one.
From here, we reached the wall, a steep vertical section of rock secured with chains. Just like Col de la Grande Icali the day before, it was soft, unstable, like fish scales coated in butter. Except this one somehow felt worse. It was terrifyingly steep. One wrong step, one slip, and there will be nothing to stop us from rolling straight down the mountain. And of course, the rain didn't help. Everything was wet and slippery. I held onto the chains for my dear life, trying very hard not to think about what was below me. And then came another section, fully vertical and as tall as me. Mr. G was already ahead, and there was no way he could help, not on terrain like this. My feet had nowhere to stand, no grip at all. I tried to climb once, twice, again. Nothing worked. Meanwhile, my arms were slowly giving up from hanging onto the chains, and that's when thoughts started flooding in. What if I fall? Did I even buy travel insurance? Is this claimable? What's the emergency number again? I was hanging there, mid-air, completely exposed, and honestly, I almost cried. And then something shifted. Out of nowhere, my mind went quiet. My body reacted before fear could catch up. A surge of energy, a wave of calm, a single voice cutting through everything else. You can do this. Before I even realized, I pushed, pulled, moved, and suddenly I was up. In that split second, somewhere between fear and determination, something changed. A moment of pure willpower, endurance, and growth. And I knew I just became stronger than I was a few seconds before.
We are finally done with the highest point, and I think we're about to die. Really? Very tough. A lot of rope section. And for a moment, I was hoping that you don't see the news that Singaporeans die on the TMB track by falling off the mountain. Wow, very scary. Fear factor 10 out of 10. So we're at the top. I think we haven't reached the cold day Seigne, but I think we're at the highest point. Anyway, we just made it through the hardest part, which I hope is the hardest part. Look at the state of my gloves. We are going to take a break here, have lunch, and ya jing, you know. Next time they say technical trail, please think twice. Think twice. Technical trail really tough. Review. This one feels very Chinese. 5 spice chicken. A lot of chickens. Not bad. That one, penny a la Bougonese. Penny a la Bougonese. Also not bad. But don't know why all the freeze-dried food tend to be a bit salty. Chocolate start. Now it's time to head down and cross the border to Italy and find our refuge for the night. And now I can use my Insta again because it's no more raining. Yeah, so that's where we were having lunch, somewhere up there. We were having lunch, and then short walk down, we are at Col di Seigne, which is a very scenic place. Especially now the other side got sun. Very scenic. And then a lot of people hang out here. I don't know why. And yeah, I think we are officially joining back the TMB route. I think this is the TMB route. That's where we came from. Still a bit foggy on the other side, but the clouds are clearing already. 50 minutes more to Refuge Elisabetta. That was where we planned to have lunch, but I think we were a bit slow. But you see this, Robert Blanc, 3 hours 15 minutes. Walao, bluff one. Cannot lah, cannot. So difficult. That's where we are going. We're heading to the sunny place. As we rejoin the main TMB route, the road has become so much easier to walk on. Wow, this is the real TMB road, okay? Suddenly my feet and my legs, I miss this kind of trail. Not the big rock, small rock, jumping over and then like fear for my life like that. This is the real TMB route. Wow. It's very nice because we are heading towards the sun and the nice mountains in front. Okay, so Mr. G just updated me. Just now we're at the Col di Seigne, that place where we were at was where we crossed the borders from France to Italy. So we are officially in Italy! This part of the trail, very very pretty. Surrounded by mountains. Wow, really very pretty. And we have reached Refuge Elisabetta, which is on top. Okay, I think we are going to try going out to grab some coffee and check out the glacier beside the refuge. Wow. Coffee at Refuge Elisabetta, €3 each, with amazing views of the glaciers. Okay, after coffee at Refuge Elisabetta, we are heading to our refuge for the night. I forgot the name. But it's 1 hour from here. Should be a pleasant walk. Not much uphill, not much downhill. So, yes. Finally, maybe today will be a shorter day. The last few days have been quite short actually. Okay, that's our refuge. The refuge is Cabane du Combal. Yes, 55 minutes more. It's a difficult E. Actually, I realized all the tracks are difficult E, but Robert Blanc is difficult E. Okay, so we are heading down from here, and then we're going to go down, and down, and then all the way up, out. I don't know why that road looks so straight, almost like a car road or expressway. But yeah, I think that's where we are heading to. It's beautiful. The hike is very beautiful. 很美耶，真的很美。So I just want to say France has been a little bit unfriendly to us because the day we arrived at Chamonix it was raining. Then when we left France it was also raining. But you see now Italy welcome us with the sun. Well, let's hope for some good hot sunny days ahead. We are walking on the expressway look-alike road. Very straight, very flat. Wow, very shook to walk and very scenic. So very nice. Very nice walk. Very nice walk after a rainy morning and a very difficult climb up to the cold de Seigne, which I thought I was going to lose my life. So this is a very good change. The sun, the easy route, and the very scenic views. A refuge for the night there across the river. Wow, very scenic leh. It is just below the mountain also. Very nice.
As we stepped into the hut for the night, we were just grateful. Grateful to have made it through a day that couldn't decide what it wanted to be. A morning that was rainy, cold, and mentally exhausting, followed by an afternoon that surprised us with sunshine, white views, and much easier trails. This hut turned out to be our favourite of the entire TMB trek. Spotlessly clean, so comfortable, and exactly what we needed after 2 straight days of tough technical routes.
So same logic for all the refuge. You put your backpack somewhere. This one we put it into a big black bin, and then the shoes at the rack behind. And then you only bring your necessity to the room. We got the top floor, so there are 2 beds here. And the top floor is quite huge actually, there's a shared space. And then there are 2 more beds here. The toilet is right at the end. And then, yeah, we are taking these 2 corner beds. Here's the toilet. Here's the shower. So you have to shower before 7 because they will shut down the generator by 7 and there will be no hot water.
Then came dinner, and honestly, it felt like a reward.
Mr. G found our table.
Fresh bread, a starter of pasta that was refillable, and the main course, pork steak, mashed potatoes, ratatouille, and a panna cotta full finish. It felt less like a mountain hard meal and more like a warm welcome from Italy. If you have enjoyed sharing this day with us, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because in the next chapter, we head towards Courmayeur. The route wasn't too difficult, but the weather had other plans.
Oh no, what happened to the mountain?
There's also the best meal on our entire TMB track, and somewhere along that descent,
Aiyo,
I started hallucinating.
什么人肉？
We'll see you in the next one.